up with the best one so far.
Oh my gosh. Oh. I left my shortboards at home, so I'm riding Dawson's. Stop! In Hatteras Island, this is what a snowstorm looks like. Pretty much. It's about as snowy as it gets around here, except every like 4 to 6 years.
I can't get any.
Oh, look at it now, y'all.
Look how much I got. Look at this snow flurry.
All right, love you guys.
We love you. We're proud of you. We have fun.
I'll text you when I go out. Here we go. It is windy. Oh my gosh, that one just fit so hard up top.
Yes. Oh, that was intense. Look at that wave, dude. Oh my gosh. Oh, if he was deeper, that wave was insane. Dude, that was a really good wave. That was gonna cap it there. You go around it, up top. Dude, it's definitely getting better.
It is go time, you guys. Welcome back to another episode. Winter Storm Keenan, I guess that's what it's called, just lighting up the East Coast. The Northeast has multiple feet of snow on the beaches. New Jersey, New York, New Hampshire, all the way up Maine. Down here, you saw what we got. A little bit fell, nothing stuck. Snowed for like an hour, maybe, barely. And that's just life here. It actually, the way the storm was, it snowed north of us and it snowed quite a bit south of us. It just, unfortunately, this way it spun off, we didn't get the brunt of it. You know, it reminded me of years past. Back in 2018, we had a system just like this. The way it spun up, it went from pouring rain to dumping snow, full blizzard by the morning. As much snow as I've ever seen here. So sick. Winter Storm Grayson. There's a video on it on my YouTube channel. If you check it out, I think it's called like Blizzard East Coast Surf or something. But that was back before I started the vlog. That season was actually why I started this, because we had so much surf and I was only saving my best stuff. And so all these other like good barrels and stuff just never went online. So anyway, we're here now, document it all. Jeffrey's on his way. The tide is coming in, the swell's picking up. There's some head to overhead grinding tubes. It looks really hard. Days like this at the lighthouse, you might not even catch one, or you might catch 5 if you're in a good rhythm. So we always try, because you never know. It takes a special kind of mentality to want to go out there and try it. Currently the air temp right now is about 30 to 32 and the water temp is 43. Not as cold as up north, but pretty dang cold. This is Hatteras, this is winter, time to go charge. Let's hopefully someone gets one. Hopefully someone gets one. As long as someone gets one, then we don't feel like we got totally defeated. But we will see. We're here for it. I was like watching Wolfie was like the perfect guinea pig, because I was like, okay, like there was a couple he could have gone on, but they probably looked small, but then they got sick. So I'm like, okay,
Sandbank now.
catch a wave.
I like it's totally different.
Yeah. Catch a wave.
Still trying, folks. Still trying. Lucky, what do you think? I think you should paddle out there, huh?
You gotta be patient.
Huh? It's going.
Oh!
Ouch.
Oh! Wait.
Wow.
Oh. Executive decision. Call it, Matt.
We're calling it. I'm calling it.
Yeah, like the ocean has calmed down so much.
Ah, yeah, good to see you.
Yeah, later.
You're nuts.
The vast huge drifter. It actually did look good. It was probably falling.
Oh my gosh. I just wanted one of those. Oh, that thing was crazy. Current is raging. Well, y'all, that was intense. The swell just started pulsing and the current was raging. It was manageable when we got here and we're checking it, but it wasn't as good. And so we were waiting, and then you saw it get better. Wolfie went out. We were like, okay, it's on, but the swell got bigger. And so when the swell jumps like that, I was just looking at the buoys, and it's like 12 at 12 now. Buoy off Virginia is like 15 or 16 at 13. It's getting huge. And so when all that energy starts surging in with the tide, there's just so much water moving. Like, it is just, there's nothing you can do. And unfortunately, the way the sandbar is, like, it's the best at the top, right where it's the hardest to be. The whole rest of the bar, there weren't really that good of waves. So I had to rely on being lucky and getting out by the jetty and then whipping on a wave within like 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. Any longer than that, and I was sucked down the beach. So I only stood up a couple times, as you saw. And I mean, gosh, some of those waves were crazy. I did get one though. I got one. I have done so many sessions like that where I didn't even get a wave, like not even pull into a wave, like never get near a good wave. So the fact I got one, I am stoked. Was it as good as the ones I saw? Not even close, but I'm stoked. We're on the board for the swell. As much swell as there is filling in now, right here at dark, fill it with the tide coming in. I mean, there's more waves on the outer bar now than there were earlier when the tide was lower. That bodes very well for the morning. Who knows, maybe we get skunked and we wake up and it's only wasted chest high, but from what I'm seeing going on out here, I don't think that's the case. So we could be absolutely scoring in the morning. The wind's supposed to be good. I'm gonna go home, eat some lasagna with the family, and I'll see you guys then.
That was cool.
That thing's got the angle. Oh man, that had the angle. Still had like high tide Wonka though. This is the first set I've seen. But it's not even good. Are you kidding me? Oh, wait a minute. You roll into that section. It's still not good. But at least that one had size. That's like the size one I pulled up. Look at this. Oh, it wants to, man. In the wintertime, it's pretty easy to be the first one at the beach because ain't no one want to be out here when it's 20 something degrees and the sun's not up yet. I love it.
Well, y'all, I was through the roof excited this morning when I woke up and saw the buoys. And I don't know what was going on, but it was like a full lull this morning. I sat on the dune in the dark for like 45 minutes before the sun came up. And it was literally like chest high in horrible shape. And then it started getting a little bigger, started seeing some sets, but the shape was just so bad. Came back, sat in the car, warmed up, because it was freezing. It's actually warmed up a little. I think it's in the 30s now outside. And the swell has picked back up. The swell is back to being like what the buoys looked like. I've seen some sets, I've seen some spitters, but man, the wind just kind of got worse since I got here. Everything was lining up from what I saw last night and the forecast this morning, waking up, seeing the buoys and the tide, everything was lining up for it to be an insane lighthouse day this morning. It ain't it. I think if the wind would have been like more offshore this morning, it would have been good. We'd already be out. But the wind's supposed to come around. It's gonna go straight offshore at some point. It might be too late for the lighthouse to be good, so we might have to go elsewhere, but hope is not lost. There is a lot of swell in the water. We're gonna have fun today, but I think it might be time for second breakfast, second coffee, and we'll regroup. So I will not pick the camera back up until I know what's going on. It's life here. You just never know. The numbers, the forecast, the winds, everything can look good. And you show up and it's weird. Or everything can look average and you show up and it's firing. So that's why this place is just, I will never have it dialed. And it will always be a mystery. And that's why every single swell is always exciting, because you just never know. Okay, let's go eat. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Dude, this is the craziest sandbar. This one's gonna close out, I think, but oh my gosh, look at the next one. Oh. Right there on the corner. Oh my gosh. That was sick. Look at this thing. Somebody? Oh, is that Johnny? Oh, see ya. All right, finally found a wave. We're going.
Pause.
Look at this little nugget. Burial maneuver. Oh my gosh, look at the next one.
Burial maneuver.
Oh my gosh. Look at the corner. Look at the section. Look at the section. It's barrel to section. So I got such a brain freeze. Wow, that one was pretty sick. I had such a brain freeze, my eyes were twitching. Dude, that was pretty sick. Should I try the board? Oh, beefy. Beefy on the rails. I left my shortboards at home. So I'm riding Dawson's. 5'9", 18.6, 2.4, a little thicker. Oh, it's 28 liters. I'm gonna go give it a try. Oh, I'm so cold, dude. I'm so cold.
Good luck.
You too.
Oh, I'll be fine.
He'd be able to rip that for sure. Yeah. It was all clean too, it wasn't all like ripped out. Yeah. Thanks for letting me use your board.
What do you think?
Felt nice having extra volume. Like even on the little airs, like when I landed, I wasn't like sinking and having to ride out. It just was like still good. And then on the last one, like on my boards, I feel like I would have hit and like sank enough that I wouldn't have
almost pulled that. That was sick.
I wouldn't like in a sick way.
No, like in a bad way.
Would not have got that tube without Dawson lending me his board.
Yes! Pretty sick.
I would not have gone back out.
I was gonna say, I did a bunch of stringers, dude. Even serves.
Yeah. Dude, when I paddled back out, I ducked out so many times and I got so cold. I was like, what am I doing? Like, I was so bummed. I was like, why did I come back out here? My hands were getting, it's like, dude, I should have just gone home. And then after I did like the first air, I kind of like, okay, and I ran up the beach and got warm. And then I felt fine.
Dude, that barrel was sick.
And then got the tube.
Woo!
When I got the tube, with Dawson and Yeldon, like,
Bully you into going out.
I gotta say, it may have been a hard swell, both to predict and surf, but that was a lot of fun. Day one, trying to surf the lighthouse, basically as hard as it gets. I'm glad that I tried though, since the next morning didn't pan out. At least, even though I got one, and I at least gave myself a shot at getting one of those crazy ones, and as hard as it is, to me, it's worth the effort. You know, I love the challenge. And when you get one, it makes it that much sweeter, which made me really appreciate the one I got. And yeah, the next day when I woke up and the lighthouse wasn't good when I expected it to be, I would have been so bummed that I didn't surf the day before. So that's why I just give it a go, because even as good as the numbers can look, you're never guaranteed anything around here. And so you gotta just take what's in front of you, and sometimes that's hard. Sometimes it's not what you're expecting, but it's worth trying. But even though we got skunked that morning, the waves did turn on that afternoon. I actually drove around for like a couple hours checking all kinds of different places, and the wind was calm, it was clean, but the waves were bad literally everywhere, until we finally found one spot that was good. And it was pretty sick. Like the way that it was hitting that bar was awesome, and it was a lot of fun getting to get those roll-ins, but there weren't a whole lot of good ones. We surfed for a couple hours. I actually got cold. Like I said, the water's about 41 and the air was in the 20s. And so it was legit cold. And when we came in and went to the next spot, I had been planning for barrels all day. So all I had in my truck was barrel boards. I had no short boards, and it looked really fun. And I wasn't gonna surf, but Dawson was like done surfing because he was cold. So he was like, hey, why don't you go out on my board? And I've never ridden a shortboard besides my own. Maybe ever. I can't think of a time. And so it was cool hopping on something new, feeling that extra volume. It was a little too much volume for me, but kind of had me thinking that maybe I should switch things up as far as the way, you know, what I ride, both volume-wise and some other things that I might fill you in on later, coming soon. But volume-wise, like I think I've been riding too little for too long. So anyway, that was cool. Had fun and got to get in the water, but man, it was so cold. I got warmed up once I caught some waves, but when I was in the truck, I actually switched out from the booties I'd been wearing at the first spot into some new dry booties, and that's the only way I was able to surf. But yeah, we had a good time, fun chasing swell. Not, you know, it wasn't the best swell ever, but I love that I can look back at the waves we got and be like, whoa, you know, in the moment we might not have thought it was amazing, but it was pretty good. And so, yeah, we're pretty spoiled here sometimes, and, you know, take things for granted, but swells like that are a treat, and I look forward to whatever's coming next. And so, in saying that, I'm going to keep this wrap up short and let you guys go from here. Y'all, I appreciate the support, and thanks for tuning in. For those of you who haven't been, be sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss out on these weekly episodes. And the rest of you guys know the deal. See y'all next time.